So if this guy were functioning properly, you would put the keys in, and then these guys, these switches right here, open up the frunk, you pull that, and this one's for the trunk. But since the battery is underneath there, those things don't work. Also, the immobilizer controls a bunch of stuff, so probably when I turn this thing on, the alarm's gonna go off. Now you have to remove the front right and rear left tires, pull the inner fender liners, and pull the frunk and trunk emergency release cables. I'm gonna release the frunk and trunk electronically, and I'm only gonna remove 4 bolts. This trick works on 2001 to 2004 Boxsters, but before you try this trick, verify in your factory repair manual the wiring diagram and ensure that this works for your vehicle. Okay, let's push the seat back. Grab the handle and give it a good shove. Okay, that exposed the front of the seat, so we can loosen those guys up. This is the driver's side. To get this little plastic piece off, you gotta be careful. And this stuff is really old, so you just want to pry this guy open just a hair, and then it'll slide out. So see how it's coming up just a little bit? There she goes. So I just pry up just a little bit, give it a little wiggle wiggle, and this is the part that you pry up right here, just a little bit, just a hair, but don't pry it up too much because this stuff's super brittle. And then same thing goes over here. This is the passenger side. Whoopsie. That's the passenger side right there. We're gonna lift that same thing. Just a little bit. There it goes. Okay. So underneath here, you've got some E12s, and this one's at a weird angle. So just make sure you get on it properly. And then same thing over here. There's that E12. Just get on there square. Okay, let's pull the seat forward. And that'll expose the rear. So over here, you've got E12 here and E12 over there. This is the one that's in the center of the car. This is the one on the outside of the car. Okay, let's put the seat all the way back. Okay. And then put it back in this configuration. So now I'm just gonna take the seat and lift it up like that. And you can kind of see that is the immobilizer right there. So let me prop this thing up. And look at that mess in there. Let's do a quick vacuum so we're not so grossed out. There is a little bit of money right there. Bam. To remove the immobilizer, take this little screw right here and rotate it counterclockwise 90 degrees. Just like that, and then it's gonna slip out like this, up and out, and it comes out. Now let's look at this connector. On the connector, you want to push this little button right here and then slide the white part over to the right side, and just slide to the right, and that pulls the connector out. Once you have this connector out, you can kind of see which way it is. So the key is, look at that thing. And if you look really closely, there's a number right here. There's 1 right here. There is a 21 over on this corner and a 22 on this corner and a, what is that, a 42 right there. Pull this fuse block cover. Underneath this cover, you have this little red guy right here. I know everyone knows about this thing when you're dead. You can put your positive cable right onto that guy right there. So I'm gonna take some jumper cables, one end of them. And I'm gonna put one end right here. This is the ground, right here on this lock right here for the door. So there's our ground. And then I'm gonna put the red one over on that little red piece we pulled out of the fuse block. Then we're gonna put this red one right here. Right there, is make sure there's good contact on there. This is the other end of our battery cables. Remember, we've got one end on the fuse block, which is the red, and then we have black attached to the door over here for a good ground. So I'm going to attach to a regular car battery. Now keep in mind, when you attach this battery, the alarm's going to go off. Here's what it's going to sound like. Mine is not going to go off because I disconnected the horn already for the alarm, and it's right next to the battery on the driver's side of the battery, USDM car. So we're going to connect the hot side, which is the red, to the positive side of the battery. Now I'm going to use this test lead and this T-pin. We're going to connect the T-pin just like this, just like that. And this side connects to the new battery that we have. Okay, here's our test lead. Make sure the T-pin isn't touching anything that is ferrous or grounded. And then I'm going to attach this side to the positive side of the battery. I'm just going to connect it right there. See it connected? Now we're going to attach this guy right here. Again, you're going to hear that guy popping away. That's the relay that is activating the horn. Okay, remember, we're going to take our connector, and there's a 1 right here in this corner right here. There's a 22 over here, a 21 over here, and a 42 over here. So we're going to count for the 33, for the number 33 pin. So this is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. That's where that blue mark is 33. Now I'm going to place my pin, which has a live 12 volts in it, so don't touch anything else, and then we're going to drop it into pin 33. And we just opened the frunk. Okay, here's our setup to pop the rear. So you can kind of see I have a cable right here, and we're not connected to my new battery just quite yet, but this is the negative and positive. The negative is not connected. The other end, the positive, goes to the positive post here in the fuse block, and then the other side of that goes to here, so it's grounded to the body. And then I have 2 test leads. There's one here, this green one right here. You can kind of see it is connected to ground right there. And then the red one right here is connected to the positive side of the battery, and I'm going to use that to poke D7. And D7 is A, B, C, D, and D7 is this one right here. Okay, so let's hook that all up, and then over here, we're going to hit a negative on 34. And again, the numbers are on there. 34 is this one right here. It's a little off just to the center right there, but then you can hear the trunk pop. Okay, here we go. We're gonna connect this guy. That's our ground. You can hear this thing. The relays are flashing, meaning the alarm's going off. Then I'm gonna take this positive line right here and power up D7. There's D7. I'm going to hold that with my left hand. And then this one, I'm going to hit 34 with the ground. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Now listen, you're going to hear the truck pump. There we go.